Hello everyone, and welcome back to Old Guy Firewood. My name is Dick, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about a problem we all run into if you cut much firewood and if you get logs, or even if you got some bucked up wood that you have laying around your yard and you don't get to it and split it in a timely manner. And that is that you get a lot of punky wood around the outside of the log sometimes, and when you put that stuff through a box wedge or a multi four-way, six-way wedge, it produces some wood that just isn't very good because it's got that outer sap layer that's all rotten, and it falls apart and it makes a mess. But you don't want to waste all that good inside wood either. So today we're going to talk a little bit about that, show you what you can do to recover that wood and not have to throw it in the burn pile. So stick with me. Now here's a good example of what I'm talking about. These were some oak logs, and might be a little bit of ash in here too, that I had brought into the wood yard quite a while ago, and they sat out here. They didn't get enough sun. They were in the shade. They got rained on. They got wet, and as a result, you can see around the outside of these logs, they're pretty rotten and punky. I mean, this stuff just falling apart. You can see it there. There's about 2 inches all the way around that log that just isn't any good. And as I said, if you put that through a six-way wedge or a box wedge, that outer layer is going to be on the pieces that you're sending up the conveyor and into a basket to sell eventually to your customer. That's just no good. Here's another one, man. You can see how rotten that outside is. Here's one that again, this inside is hard as a rock, but this outside here is not something you want to send to your customer. So let me show you what we're going to do. I brought a few of these logs up here by the Easton Made 2228, and I'm going to buck them up. The ideal way to handle these would be with a vertical splitter. If you have a vertical splitter, you can just slice that outside off, throw it to the side, split the rest of it, and send it on. It's ready to go. With the box wedge, as I mentioned, if you put that wood through there, it's going to create a real mess, a lot of scrap, a lot of splits that are not going to be something you want to deliver to your customer because they've got this punky, rotten wood on the outside in the sap layer. So again, ideally, if you buck this up, stood this piece up on a vertical splitter, you can easily slice that outer layer off, throw it away, and then split the rest. But we can do that with the Easton Made 2228 too, just not with the box wedge. So what I'm going to do today is take the box wedge off, take it out, put the tall four-way on, and lower it all the way down, and use that single wedge to slice that bad wood off and to control our splits and make sure we get some nice clean wood going into the stockpile for customer deliveries. So I'm going to go ahead and get set up now and get this box wedge. In order to take this box wedge off, first thing we need to do is get this pullback assembly off. Pin over here. All right, we've got the four-way in there, or the tall four-way. I've lowered it all the way down so that we can use it as a tall single wedge. Now I'm going to buck some of these logs up and see if we can't split that punk off and get some nice, solid bundlewood pieces. got those all bucked up, and as you can see, let me turn one of them around here. I hope you can see that. A lot of good wood. A lot of good wood in the middle of this. Oh, a little metal there. I don't know if I hit that or not. Let me get a few of these up on the log lift here. Get the splitter started and see what we can do. Now what I want to do is get this broken down into a little bit more manageable piece, and then I can work it and work this outer rotten edge off. Now basically I'm just slicing it off like I would on a vertical splitter, only in a horizontal position. Trash is going over here in a tote top. Now we're getting down into the good wood. And again, basically just chunking it off like you would on a vertical splitter. Get rid of the punky wood, and what you're left with is some really nice splits. Now with that little bit of punk on the outside, I'm not going to worry about that. That can go right on in the ready to sell wood. Let's go down and take a look at what's coming off the other end. Well, there you go. That's just 3 rounds that we've split. And you can see it's some really pretty wood. All the punky outside's gone, and we're left with some beautiful, nice splits. No doty wood on that. Let me ask you, how many of you have heard that term, doty? I'd always said punky wood, and a couple of the tree service guys that I work with we're talking about doty wood, and I said, what's doty wood? And they said, well, rotten stuff around the outside. And I Googled that, and they said it's kind of a southern expression. Just curious if any of the rest of you have heard that or used that word. Well, I'm not going to bore you making you watch me split the rest of that wood, but I think I made the point that I wanted to, is that you can take that wood that has that punky outside, and rather than throw it away or try to split it and send splits off to your customer with that doty wood on it, you can use a single knife on the horizontal splitter to cut it just like you can on a vertical splitter. Takes a lot more time, not as easy to handle, but it can be done. So I'm going to split the rest of this up and get a basket of some nice, actually that's a good bundlewood size, and that's what I was aiming for. So going to finish that up, but let me know what you think about this video. Let me know if that's something that you do. I know when I only had a horizontal splitter, I would do it that way sometimes. But hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please push that like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, share it with a friend, and please leave a comment down below. I really appreciate all of you. Rapidly approaching that 10,000 subscriber mark. I think the last time I checked, I was about 50 subscribers short. So if you're not subscribed, and you could go ahead and hit that subscribe button, I sure would appreciate it. But as I always say, keep moving till the next one. We'll see you then. Thanks so much for watching.